How y'all are, guys? This is Joey. So I'm going to go over every country in the New World, skipping countries that are part of the West Indies for the moment, to discuss the level of cricket played in these countries, its history, and what the outlook for the future is. And these videos take a long time to make, so I would sure appreciate if you guys like and subscribe. I love you all, and I'm so thankful to have you guys as an audience. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. So the first country we're going to start with is the Bahamas. And the Bahamas are a curious country because look at where they're located. Yeah, right smack dab in the middle of the Caribbean, and yet they're not part of the West Indies team. That's so weird to me. A quick search on Reddit and this guy says that those pesky Americans were the reason why. They're so close to American, and by extension, basketball, baseball, and good old football seeped into the culture. Another person here says that the Bahamas were never part of the political West Indies Federation. Both those reasons make sense to me. Cricket is technically the official sport of the Bahamas, but if you go there, you'd probably see a lot of mostly other American sports first. The Bahamas are a relatively small country with only 400,000 people total, which would make up like 0.1% of the US population. Its area is around 5,000 square miles. No, I'm not saying kilometers. So yeah, it's a really small country. The British came in 1629, and with it, colonialism and cricket. Some sources say that cricket has been played in the Bahamas since 1846. It's been suggested that a lot of loyalist Americans moved to the Bahamas after the end of the Revolutionary War and took up cricket there in the late 1700s. The first documented record of cricket playing in the Bahamas occurs in 1833, when a law was passed by the Bahamian Parliament that banned pickup cricket games on public streets and in parades. So this suggests that cricket was a big deal back then, so much so that it was causing problems that they had to make laws to prevent its playing. Cricket matches were common occurrences in the 1800s. They were prime locations for social gatherings for the upper-class Bahamians on Sundays. The best fields were usually reserved for white local civilians or sailors visiting from the United States or Britain. Black cricketers played on whatever grounds they could find. By the end of the 1800s, cricket was the dominant sport on the islands. There was no doubt about it. But towards the 70s and 80s, cricket was clearly in decline on the islands. With the advent of independence, fewer government bureaucrats and teachers from England came to the island, and with that, their love of cricket. Also, physical education teachers who previously were recruited from England were now being directly recruited from the Bahamas. Worse yet, many new Bahamian teachers were trained in the United States and had no knowledge of cricket, the national sport of their country. Despite this drop in interest, the Bahamas have taken part in a number of cricket competitions. They became an official member of the ICC in 1987. In 2001, the Bahamas competed in the Americas Regional Tournament in Jamaica, where they finished second place. They participated in the Stanford 2020 tournament in 2006, but lost in the first round of the Cayman Islands. They recently participated in the 2023 sub-qualifier for the Americas spot in the T20 World Cup. They finished last, only winning one game against Panama. The Bahamas also have a local league consisting of a 20 overs competition with about 10 teams. The competition goes from October until July, but like a lot of things with cricket in the Bahamas, it's hard to find information about this sport in the country. It's just not very popular anymore. And although cricket remains the official sport of the Bahamas, you'd never guess that by visiting the country. American influences abound in the islands. The sport is very clearly in decline, but who knows what can happen in the future. Perhaps one day cricket can achieve its former glory on the islands. We'll just have to wait and see. Thanks for watching. See you guys later.